Hey guys, the Firebird is here. It's just me, and today we have a new trailer for Kingdom. Today we have a new trailer for Transformers Kingdom. Ignore what just happened. It sounded like I had a stroke. Anyways, so Kingdom, the third part of the Netflix series, it's coming next month. You know, I mean, if you didn't know that, I honestly wouldn't blame you because they haven't been promoting this thing like at all. I still feel really betrayed when Kingdom Netflix did that live stream and they didn't show any Kingdom footage. Well, they showed it, but it was in the background. They were basically mocking us, and I'm still really salty about that. But anyways, besides that, we have our first look at Kingdom, and here we have some bits of the clip. I'm afraid to play this because, you know, copyright and stuff. So I'm gonna be showing you the images here. We have a look at Optimus Primal. He has the Megatron lips. That's gonna upset a few people. I know for a fact it's going to. I don't mind it. It's an artistic decision. I'm completely okay with it. And here we have our first look at the Maximals. We have Optimus Primal, Rhinox, Cheetor, Rat Trap, and Tigatron. Now, I'm actually kind of surprised Tigatron's here. I kind of suspected that he wasn't going to be here because, well, he's a well, I mean, it makes sense because he's a recolor, so you just need to recolor Cheetor and make him taller, and that's it. But the thing is, with Netflix, when it comes to like small side characters, like the Mercenaries, Bugbite, and Exhaust, they look almost identical to Wheeljack and Bumblebee aside from their coloration. And this trailer is interesting because we get the reveal of the return of a certain character. That's it. Everyone, please let me introduce you to the best commander in the entire existence of Transformers, who never surrenders, fights to the end, and his decisions never make things worse. Ultra Magnus. Honestly, I'm not a fan of Netflix Ultra Magnus. Like, I get what they're going for. Like, I get what the whole deal behind the Siege was, but the problem with Siege, and I don't want this to turn into a rant, so that's gonna be a separate video, ranting about Ultra Magnus. But the point why I don't like this Ultra Magnus is because the war has been going on for like a long time. The Autobots are at the brink of extinction, and this guy still wants peace. Like, he thinks, oh yeah, we'll surrender, everything will be fine, we'll certainly not end up in slavery. And now he's fighting Optimus Prime. What we hear is that they're fighting in like this forested area, as you can see here. You can see the forest, and Optimus Prime still has his Cybertron vehicle mode. And another small tangent, this isn't really to follow the Rooster Teeth or Netflix, but I don't like the Siege vehicle modes just because they look way too Earth-like. I don't think they look alien enough. The Secrets are fine, but everyone else I do have a problem with. Yeah, here you can see that as Optimus is going forward, there's these cubes coming out of like the ground, and don't get me wrong, this looks pretty cool, it looks pretty interesting, but I don't know what this is all about. My guess is that it has to do something with the MacGuffin of the season. Apparently there's gonna be time travel involved. I mean, there's already time travel because we got the Beast Wars cast. But from what I've seen from some of the spoilers, my guessing is that the whole fabric of space and time is gonna collapse, and like we're gonna see weird stuff happening. Now, Ultra Magnus being evil here is actually pretty cool because in Dark of the Moon, Ultra Magnus was supposed to be Sentinel Prime, and he was gonna betray the Autobots, much like Sentinel Prime did in the film. And here we just have full-blown evil Ultra Magnus. Although I don't think this is being done out of his own free will. I think he's very clearly possessed because he has the red eyes and stuff. So that's interesting. We have a look at Beast Wars Megatron, only the Beast mode, not the Robot mode for whatever reason. And we can hear his voice, he screams, "No!" or whatever. And yeah, it's not the OG voice actor, same goes for Optimus Primal. And I told you so. If you guys were hoping that we will see some OG voice actors come back, you had way too much faith in this Netflix adaptation, let me tell you that. Like, I don't hate the voice actors in this series. Like, I think they do a serviceable job. The guy who makes Optimus Prime gets a lot of scrutiny with the whole "Tommy, You forgive me thing. Like, I know, I hate that part. I despise that part. And Megatron talks so freaking slowly and dramatic. It's not fun. Like, the actors are trying to either imitate Peter Cullen and the OG voice actors, or they're doing this weird, artistic, artsy-fartsy type of elite performance that, honestly, nobody cares. They're trying to be profound. Rooster is trying to be profound when it's not really working. The voice direction does bother me. In this clip, I think it's fine. Like, the actors have, for the most part, somewhat improved since Siege. They still have their hiccups every here and there, but I'm not against new actors. I just wish that these actors will do their own thing. Like, Optimus Primal and Transformers Animated Optimus Prime are very beloved characters, very beloved interpretations, because they're doing their own thing. They're not trying to be the G1 Optimus Prime. They have their own interpretation of how those characters are supposed to be. And I wish the actors, and Rooster Teeth by extension, will let the actors act, be fun. Like, I want to see this Optimus Prime be, fun, his dialogue be a little insecure, but at the same time be brave. Not like the way they portray him to be in this series, and not like for Megatron to be more dramatic at times, but, in a fun way. We have our looks at RC, Hound, Optimus Primal, and a bunch of others in this small shot. Let me go back to it. Here you can see there's some Seekers there, so my guess is they're running away from them. And we're gonna see Optimus Primal and the Beast Wars cast team up with, Optimus Prime and the crew of the Ark. I don't know where this place is, but it almost looks like the Ark. Like, or maybe it could even be the Maximal ship, the Axelon, I think it was called. Everyone here looks fairly good. Like, something that I will always praise the series for is that the designs here look pretty good. Like, as a translation from Beast Wars or the toys to the show, these guys look very good. They look very cool. Like, I appreciate that, and I will always sing this show's praises. It's just the story and the voice acting that really brings this down. But yeah, that's our first look for Kingdom. I'm gonna put the link in the description down below so you guys can check out the trailer with the voices and judge for yourselves. That picture of Ultraman is kind of funny that I have, like, the little close-up here. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah. I still don't really have my hopes up for this series. Like, I expect that it's gonna be okay at best. And I made this prediction before. I guarantee you that with all the time travel that is confirmed, yeah, these guys come from the future. Well, it's actually more like the past Autobots arrived in the future, something like that. It's a little weird, it's a little complicated. If you watch Beast Wars, what I'm saying makes sense, and if you didn't watch Beast Wars, what I'm saying makes no sense. The timeline for Beast Wars, when in terms of like where the Beast Wars takes place in the timeline, is a bit weird to explain at first, but it's actually not that bad. Basically, these guys are from the future. That's just like Optimus Primal said. So we have more of these, team of the future colliding with the past, which I think it's pretty cool. I just, it feels a bit rushed to me. Like, we were on Cybertron, and now we're on, space. Now we have Galvatron and a bunch of other people showing up, and now we have the Beast Wars cast. There's a lot of things that could be said about Netflix. Am I excited for it? Somewhat. I'm excited to be entertained and probably see some more "Dobby, did you forgive me?" or like horrible type acting for some of the voice acting. Again, not the voice actors' fault. I don't blame them for anything. I blame Rooster Teeth for their horrible voice direction. So yeah, that's my opinion on like the Netflix small trailer. I probably ramble on for way too long, didn't cover this enough. But yes, Ultra Magnus back. We got our first look at Megatron, the Optimus, the Autobots and Maximals do team up, and I'm guessing that same thing will go for the Predacons here. They will team up with the Decepticons, since here it looks like the Autobots are running away from the Decepticons. I can see Barricade's back. Yay! I can't wait for him to go missing again, and a bunch of other Seekers are here. So that's pretty neat. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on this into the comments down below. Are you guys excited for Kingdom, seeing the Beast Wars cast return? Honestly, I'm watching this just for the Beast Wars cast. I really love Beast Wars. I watched Beast Wars, I loved it, so anything that has to do with Beast Wars, I automatically love and it's a plus for me. But I'm not too confident with the voice direction or the story. Like, Siege was meh, Earthrise was kinda bad, and although I enjoyed Earthrise, I will say that objectively it was pretty bad. Don't have much hope for Kingdom since they only have 6 episodes to wrap up this trilogy, and I don't think they're gonna do a good job with it. I think they're gonna rush in and they're gonna somehow fix Cybertron, fix the timeline, fix everything on one go. Everyone's gonna be alive at the end. I guarantee you that's gonna happen. I was right about the movies, my predictions for that for the most part, so I'm pretty confident in my predictions for Kingdom. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Anyways guys, before we go, shout out to our amazing Patreons: True Blue 712, Stitch Productions, Stephanie Ballard, Christopher Prime, Predator King Hunter Plays, Mario Gordon, Allspark Studios, Scrub Lordo, and to our even bigger Big Boss patron Jordan the Great, who donated $100. And to our other even bigger boss Patreon, X23, who donated a amount of money. I leave you guys to wonder how much he did. Anyways, thank you guys for your donation, it's much appreciated. I need the money to be able to feed Squeaker, because Squeaker is a useless platypus who doesn't do much all day. So it falls to me and you. I tip my fedora in gratitude and toast in your honor. If you guys want to donate to my Patreon, links in the description down below. Some of these guys also do some YouTube content, so if you guys want to check them out, that will be much appreciated. Some of them do Transformer stuff, some of them do non-TF content if you're into that. But be sure to check them out, because you're guaranteed to find at least something cool that's to your liking in one of their channels. I even collab with some of them, Scrubler. But keep in mind that donating is optional, because freedom is the right of all sentient beings. By donating to my Patreon, you get quite a few rewards. You get to see some of my videos early, some of my more longer animated projects. You'll get to see some early sketches and even suggest some things if you want them to. You get to collab with me in some of my videos if you so choose. You just have to let me know. And you can request videos and suggest some video ideas. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal, but just remember, we don't force anyone. So yeah, thanks a lot guys.